Hello and welcome to 3 Minute Cases. So, in Burgess and Rawnsley 1975, what happened? Well, the plaintiff's father was friends with the defendant, who was a lady called Sophie. Now, the house in concern was a small property with 2 floors. The bottom, it was divided into 2 flats. So the bottom half, like the bottom floor, was the flat in which the plaintiff's father lived, and the upstairs flat was vacant at the time. And the defendant was looking for a place to live, so along with the plaintiff's father, as they were friends, decided to buy the property. They contributed equally half the money each. Now, the issue was that it was to do with relationships. So the father was under the impression that they were courting, they were a couple, whereas the defendant was just sure that they were friends. So in a year's time, when they had bought the property, this came to light. The defendant wanted to move out. So what she did is she orally decided with the father to sell her share of the property to the father. And the father agreed that he would pay a greater sum. Now, they had agreed on an amount, £750, upon which, when it came to doing the formalities, the defendant, Sophie, she pulled out because she said she wanted a higher amount. So, at this point, the father passed away. And when the father passed away, the question was whether or not the defendant had severed, because if she had severed, then they would have a tenancy in common, and his share would go to his daughter, as was stated in the will, and she would be holding it on trust for the plaintiff. Whereas if she had not severed, then she would be holding it on trust for herself, because as joint tenants she benefit from the right of survivorship. So what did the court say? Well, the court said that yes, the property had been severed, because although it wasn't written in writing, mutual conduct and mutual agreements, which are 2 ways of severing, they do not need to be done in specifically enforceable contracts. They can be shown through intention. So it was clear that they were working with, this is your share, the upper half, this is my share, and the way they were working. So she had severed it, and the fact that they had gone so close in the negotiations, all that was missing was a formality, shows that basically they had changed from joint tenants to tenants in common. And why is this case so important? Because it's a successful example of where severances happen not via writing, but via a common intention and mutual conduct. But also the court specifically said that the case was reliant on facts, which means that when you're applying it, you can always bring in that in this case, severance was said to be reliant on facts. Anyway, I'm over my 3 minutes now, so see you next time.